How did you stop yourself from going back to your ex? I'm a 22-year-old female, and it's hard for me to stop recycling people I've slept with. I lost my first time in a traumatic way to someone I liked for a while. Intimacy had a bad reputation for me at first. But then, I realized it could be fun if you are with someone who knows what he's doing. In my next relationship, I was abused for over a year. I am not sure if these experiences played a role in why I am like this. But, I really am having a hard time being loyal to one person only. Sleeping with multiple guys from my past gives me excitement. I don't know when I'll be able to let this go. I keep going back to the same couple of guys. I hate myself for it because I know they see me as easy. They would call me, be nice to me, get my attention, and I quickly go over to their place. Here is a summary of the 3 main guys that I entertain. I met guy number 1 a few months after I had been abused for a year and a half. We both just turned 18 at that time. Our relationship was so toxic. We were friends with benefits, but we both had feelings for each other. We just didn't want to be with each other. We were not ready for a commitment. This would appear to have been straightforward. However, we didn't want each other to see other people. He then began seeing a few other girls. I started seeing other people too. It ended up being extremely toxic. It got so bad that, to this day, we are still so hurt by it. It is really a bad idea to continue being friends with benefits, when 1 or 2 of you already caught feelings. That was over 4 years ago. I still meet with him for intimacy occasionally. We hate each other. I always regret meeting up with him. But I can't help it. We never talk, unless it is to meet up for intimacy. I was so infatuated with guy number 2. We were only together for a few months. But when we broke up, it broke me. He still calls me sometimes. I would go meet him. Then, he'd drop me off. I know that he's using me, but he almost feels like a drug to me. I always want validation from him. I've only truly been in love once, so I know that I don't love him. I know that it's just infatuation and lust. It's been over 2 years since our relationship started. Guy number 3 is the only guy I have ever truly been in love with. I met him when we were 14. We always get drawn back to each other. We didn't sleep together until we were 19. We tried so hard to make our relationship work. Sadly, it didn't. But we carried on sleeping with each other anyway. Eventually, that got too hard for us too. So, we ended the casual intimacy. We didn't speak for almost 2 years until a few weeks ago. I started speaking to someone completely new. He was so lovely. We were so compatible. I really liked him. It felt like I was finally ready to be in a committed relationship. But then, I got a message from guy number 3. We had a casual conversation. Instantly, the feelings I still have for him came flooding back. I felt so guilty that I had to end it with the new guy. Now, me and guy number 3 speak all day and all night, more than we ever had. Even though I know he is the only guy I have ever loved, I am still concerned that I would go back to the other guys. It feels so frustrating to be me sometimes. Deep down, I know that I will not go back. But I'm still paranoid. I feel so bad for stopping the thing I had going with this new guy. I'm beating myself up for constantly returning to my exes.